morning, Judge. Thank you for letting me speak today. My name is Brittany, and I am Lizzie Merritt's girlfriend. I stand here before you all not only as Lizzie's best friend, but as her girlfriend. One day you wake up and you're with the love of your life, and you're the happiest girl in the universe. Then the next day she's gone. Just like that. No warning, no nothing. Everything is taken away in an instant. Your heart, your soul, your pride, your hope, your faith, and your love are torn from your body. Life doesn't prepare you for this feeling of loss, tragedy, emptiness, darkness, and hate. It can't be explained. But Lizzie's life and who she was can be. Lizzie was, still is, and will always be the most amazing, wonderful, beautiful, and talented person, friend, and girlfriend in the whole entire world. I mean universe. Those are pretty much the last words that I had texted her that horrific night. I just hope to God that she saw it. I will never forget how much of a bright light she was. She was beaming with love, generosity, kindness, laughter, determination, strength, intelligence, talent, faithfulness, positivity, etc. I could go on for days. And she was always smiling. She was beautiful inside and out. You look the word beautiful up in the dictionary and her name is there. I will never forget her gorgeous blue eyes, big, bright, and warm smile, cute dimples, contagious laugh, great sense of humor, and bubbly personality. Again, I could go on. Lizzie was a girl of many talents. She could write outstanding and moving poetry. She always had a way with words. She could sing like an angel. Her voice always made me smile, and it seemed as though everything in the world just stopped and froze for a moment, and it was just her and I. She could draw just about anything, especially silly cartoons and ocean life, some of which she drew in her art class at UNH. She was athletic. She loved to swim in the pool in her backyard, and she pole vaulted when she was part of her Westboro track and field team. She could make anyone laugh with her wonderful and unique sense of humor. She would come up with and say the goofiest things that I've ever heard in my life. She was always willing to learn. She loved school, especially UNH, and was the most intelligent person I've ever met. Lastly, she had an endless amount of knowledge for marine life. She had been volunteering at the New England Aquarium for years and loved every minute of it. She would constantly be talking about her time spent there, and she knew the most interesting facts about marine animals, and would always be educating not only me, but anyone that she had met. She was one of a kind and meant the world to me. No one will ever compare to her. No one will ever make the same impact on this world and on me like Lizzie did. Lizzie always cared about others and was the most kind-hearted person I've ever met, to people as well as to animals and nature itself. She appreciated everything in life. She was good, sweet, and pure. She was always helping people and animals. You could always catch her saving frogs and turtles from the pool in her backyard, or from being hit by a car on the road. Her love for this world and for the people and animals in it was just remarkable. Our relationship and our bond was strong and absolutely amazing. What we had was special. So special that we would tell each other everything, and we would constantly be laughing and smiling together. We were always there for each other through the good times and through the hard times. We were always there to support each other no matter what. We had love, trust, and a connection since day one. Every day I would tell Lizzie how much I loved her and how beautiful she was, and she did the same for me. Lizzie always stood up for what she believed in and for what was right. There's no doubt in my mind that she fought that night. She saw the good in everyone and everything, and she was too pure to see the evil in Kat and Seth. For the short time that Lizzie was attending UNH, she had come across a situation in one of her classes. I remember her telling it to me during a conversation that we had on the phone as clear as day. It shows how Lizzie always stood up for what was right. In September 2012, one of her classmates in her lab had asked Lizzie if she could borrow her take-home test to go off of. And because of the good-hearted person that Lizzie was, she said of course, trusting that her classmate was going to use her test as just a reference. The following day, Lizzie had found out that her classmate had copied everything on her test and had used it to cheat. Now, most people would just ignore it or get angry and do nothing about it, but not Lizzie. As soon as she found out, she walked right up to her classmate and confronted her about it. She looked right at her and said, "You used my test to cheat." When the class was over, Lizzie had told me that she was going to email her professor about what had happened. She wasn't going to let her classmate get away with using what she had put all of her hard work and effort into and what she wrote as her own to cheat on a test. Lizzie knew what the right thing to do was and how to do it. She sounded motivated and determined when talking about it. It was something that she was proud of, and I was proud of her for. She was a bright light and always will be, forever. She was my world, my everything, and she will always be in my heart. So please don't let her life mean nothing. Please don't let what Lizzie and I had mean nothing. Nothing in life can ever prepare you for this, ever. The last year and 10 months have been unimaginable and unexplainable. It has been the most horrifying, grueling, painful, and difficult experience I have ever had to go through. My worst fear, ever since I was a little girl, has always been losing someone that I love, and for that fear to come true has been a nightmare. A never-ending nightmare that I can't and never will wake up from. I never thought that the one that I love would ever be taken away from me, and never in such a horrific, thoughtless, heartless, and gruesome way. Her and I had a strong connection and bond that I've never experienced before in my lifetime. Her and I were soulmates and best friends. I have never been that close to and that in love with anyone in my whole life, and to just have that taken away is like losing something you had always thought you'd have forever. Never again will I be able to hold her hand, hug her, make her laugh, share special moments, memories, stories, affection, and comfort with her, nor will I ever be able to hear her calming voice and words. Throughout every day that goes by, something reminds me of her. Something happens that I wish I could share with her. Every time I see an octopus and anything marine related, I want to show her and tell her about it. An octopus was her favorite animal. They meant a lot to her, especially the ones that she had encountered while volunteering at the aquarium. She had a special connection with them. When something silly that I know she would love and appreciate happens, like something that someone I know did, or I come across a funny YouTube video, I wish I could share with her. When a certain song comes on the radio, particularly Ellie Goulding that we used to listen to together, I wish she could be here to enjoy it with me. Yet again, I could go on and on. These past almost 2 years have been filled with grief, guilt, sadness, tears, depression, anger, frustration, pain, loneliness, emptiness, numbness, and many more emotions that I never thought I had or even existed. I am not who I used to be, and I haven't been myself since that dreadful night. And this hurts not only my family and friends, but myself. My life will never be the same. It haunts me to know that there was nothing that I could do, to know that there was nothing that I could do to save her, to protect her, to stop it from happening. I live with that guilt every day. I have ultimately been paralyzed by this emotional agony and horror. As a result, everything has been harder for me. The activities of daily living are no longer simple. I can't eat, can't sleep, can't think. I haven't been able to function like a normal person should. My life has been filled with tears and sleepless nights. I've had no motivation. The things that I used to love to do are no longer easy. Between a broken heart and the numbness, this has taken a toll on my mind, my body, and my spirit. Not only my physical well-being, but my emotions have been compromised. Nothing will ever change that. It's done. My world has been changed forever. I never imagined myself standing here before you all. But what I can imagine is that justice will be served. No matter what happens, good will always conquer over evil. Love will always prevail. Lizzie's light will shine brighter than ever before. She may be gone, but her spirit will always live on. Lizzie will always be my girlfriend, my hero, and the love of my life. I will never stop thinking about her. And Lizzie's love for the ocean and all that it embraces and stands for will never die. I love you, Lizzie, with all of my heart, and I always will, now and forever. Thank you.